Welcome back to Supercar, the channel that puts the price tags and promises of the automotive world under the microscope. The Dacia Bigster is here, and it's being hailed as the ultimate budget family SUV. Its starting price is ridiculously low, but we all know the purchase price is just the first cost. So, is the 2025 Dacia Bigster genuinely cheap to run, or is the low initial price just a clever trap? We're diving deep into the Bigster's servicing parts and potential issues to give you the real-world maintenance cost breakdown. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly if the Bigster is worth the money, long-term. Before we start, if you're serious about saving money and finding the best value car, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Let's get into the truth about the Dacia Bigster's running costs. 1. The sticker price versus the service schedule. The first service is cheap, but how quickly does that Dacia value disappear when you factor in the long-term schedule? The Bigster is built on the CMF-B platform, shared with the Renault-Nissan-Mitsubishi alliance. This platform is known for its simplicity and robustness, which is Dacia's core promise, low-cost motoring. So, let's dive into the maintenance insights. The official Dacia maintenance schedule suggests servicing the car every year or every 12,000 miles, whichever comes first. Now this is a standard interval and not unusually short at all. An A service, which is considered minor, typically involves an oil and filter change. On the other hand, a B service is more comprehensive. Moving on, Dacia offers service plans, which can be a huge long-term saver. We're talking about plans that cover 3 years or 30,000 miles for a competitive monthly fee. This prepaid maintenance locks in today's prices and provides predictability, a massive advantage for budget-conscious buyers. However, you must stick to the Dacia network to benefit, and that brings us to our next point, parts pricing. Now, let's talk about the parts pricing dilemma. You bought a Dacia, but you might be paying Renault prices for new components. So, is the parent company a blessing or a curse for your wallet? This is where the Bigster's cost saving gets a bit complicated because Dacia is owned by the Renault Group. Many of the Bigster's core components, especially the engines, electronics and transmission, are shared with Renault and Nissan models. So, the positive here is that parts are widely available, and most mechanics are pretty familiar with the technology, which helps keep general labor costs competitive. But, on the flip side, when something breaks, especially if we're talking about a more complex part on the hybrid 155 version, the parts can be priced more like a mid-range Renault than, a budget Dacia. Think about those complex E-Tech hybrid systems, electronic gearboxes, or even some specific engine sensors. While routine wear and tear items like brake pads and filters are still inexpensive, a major component failure outside of warranty could hit your wallet pretty hard. For example, a non-hybrid spark plug change is relatively inexpensive, but those hybrid-specific components? Yeah, those can be significantly higher. This is really the hidden risk of the value proposition. Alright, let's talk about the engine factor, mild hybrid versus full hybrid. The two most popular Bigster powertrains, the mild hybrid and the full hybrid, have, wildly different running cost profiles. So, which one will actually save you money in the long run? Honestly, the engine choice is probably the biggest factor in your long-term maintenance bill. The TCE 140 mild hybrid, this is the simpler, cheaper option. The traditional internal combustion engine, or ICE, is just more straightforward to service. It has fewer complex parts compared to the full hybrid, which means lower scheduled maintenance costs. However, its real-world fuel economy is a bit less impressive, coming in at around 45 mpg. So, you save money on repairs, but you're going to spend a bit more at the pump. So, the hybrid 155, which is the full hybrid, offers fantastic fuel economy, with many owners actually reporting over 55 miles per gallon, and sometimes even 60. This kind of massive saving on fuel will, over time, really help offset a higher purchase price and any increased scheduled service costs. But, and this is a big but, the full hybrid powertrain is just more complex. While regenerative braking means your brake pads and discs are probably going to last a lot longer, the engine management, hybrid battery, and that specialized automatic gearbox can be expensive to fix if something goes wrong. For the hybrid, Dacia does offer specific service plans, which are a bit pricier, and honestly that kind of reflects the added complexity. The simple answer is this: the full hybrid saves you more money on fuel every single day, but the mild hybrid is the lower risk option if you're worried about unexpected major repair bills once you're out of warranty. Number 4. Owner-reported issues, or the early reliability red flags. We've reviewed the official costs, but, what are real owners actually saying? Well, the first few months of Bigster ownership have revealed some concerning electrical and powertrain glitches. Honestly, when a new car platform launches, there are always teething issues, and the Bigster is no exception. We've already seen early owner reports on forums pointing to a few potential problem areas that could become costly down the road. So, several owners have reported issues with the infotainment system glitching, the radio cutting out, and those persistent, and honestly, pretty loud, warning chimes. While these are usually fixed with software updates under warranty, they can definitely be annoying and, well, they might signal a potential for more complex electrical issues down the line. Now, when it comes to the hybrid system, early full hybrid 155 owners have noticed the car struggling to switch between the petrol engine and the battery. Sometimes it gets noisy or even temporarily loses power. Some dealers have tried to fix this with reprogramming, but, if these issues aren't fully resolved, they could lead to some pretty costly battery or transmission repairs once the warranty runs out. And then there's Dacia's focus on price. The Bigster's interior, for example, features a lot of hard, durable plastics. Sure, these are cheap to replace, but it really points to a wider trend of cost-cutting. This lack of premium material can mean less long-term durability, especially in things like switches, door mechanisms, and minor interior trim, which, honestly, will eventually need replacing. The warranty is, honestly, your best friend here. Dacia offers a standard 3-year or 60,000-mile warranty, but they also have this Dacia Zen extended warranty for vehicles serviced within their network, and that can bump your coverage up to 7 years. So, yeah, take advantage of this. The verdict. Is the Bigster worth the maintenance risk? The Bigster is undeniably cheap to buy and impressively economical, but do the potential long-term risks make it a false economy? So, let's wrap this up. Is the Dacia Bigster 2025 worth it from a maintenance cost perspective? The answer is yes, but with caveats. The Bigster is one of the most cost-effective SUVs on the market, period. Its routine servicing costs are very competitive, especially if you opt for a service plan. The fuel economy on the hybrid 155 is exceptional and will be the biggest long-term saving. However, the risk lies in its newness and complexity. The initial glitches with the hybrid system and electronics are a concern. This is a car where sticking to the dealer network for its full warranty potential, the Dacia Zen extension, is non-negotiable. Our final call. The Bigster is absolutely worth it for the buyer who is willing to buy the service plan and rely on the extended Dacia Zen warranty. If you're planning on keeping the car for more than 5 years and don't buy the service plan, you are gambling on the long-term reliability of a new, complex hybrid system that could be very expensive to fix later. What do you think? Are those low-running costs enough to convince you to take the Bigster plunge? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown useful, please like this video, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe to Supercar for more honest reviews. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
With